to a crisp. They've also got some wiring that they have replaced. They do believe that something happened with the exhaust system to allow that to heat up where that foam was at. They're still looking into what that is, but right now they are on a mad thrash and going to see if they can get it all done.
Wow, how about that? If they get that car on this track for qualifying, hats off to that crew. Do you see the right door back on that thing? They're getting close.
All right, Coliseum. The LA Coliseum, the other 18 are lined up outside waiting for their opportunity. The field split in half as we get ready for qualifying. There will be a warm-up lap and 2 timed laps. And my question to Tony Stewart and Clint Boyer is, what do you do with that first lap?
Well, I think you...
Cody Ware from Greensboro, North Carolina. Ran a bunch of different series last year. Did some open wheel racing, some road racing. And told me last week, this year he's going to concentrate strictly on the NASCAR Cup Series.
Another green here.
They're playing Welcome to the Jungle, Guns N' Roses.
Again, just feeling it out. This car seems to definitely be underneath of him a lot more than BJ's was. This is where it's so important. Your last lap, you have to be able to get the power down, get that run down the front straightaway. A lot of wheel lockup. I think all these guys are going to really struggle getting the temperature burned into these tires where they can lay a lap down. Cool temperatures, a lot cooler than we had last year.
Cody Ware is quicker than BJ McLeod, and before the next car rolls, we have news on Ty Gibbs. His number 54 will not be allowed to qualify. The team made unapproved adjustments in the course of the repair to get that car ready for qualifying, so they will not be taking a lap. And that is doubly difficult because driver points will determine the provisional starter at the tail end of the field. And as a rookie, Ty Gibbs has no points from last year, so he is going to have to race his way in from the back tomorrow.
Well, hey, let's find some silver lining on it. The silver lining is that car is really fast.
Yes.
J.J. Yaley from Arizona is in the 15. Now, last year here, Ryan Preece raced this car into the main event by winning his last chance qualifier.
Not looking very good, though.
Checker flag here. Pit.
14:63 on his first lap, 14:25 on his second lap. He was in position to race his way into the main event last year, but had a restart violation late in the second last chance qualifying race.
Well, let me tell you, if you didn't know who Ty Dillon was before last year's race, they did by the time he was done with those LCQs. Man, if they were, you didn't want to be in front of him because you were going to be moved.
No, he raced hard. That was a tough call.
Well, the problem was everybody in the LCQs raced hard. I mean, everybody looked like a ping pong ball off of each other.
That's what I love about the format. That's what's cool about an LCQ. There was a lot of cars in the LCQ. That means you either make it or you go home.
And good cars. It wasn't like it was just back of the pack cars. There were good cars in the qualifiers.
How bad do you want it?
That's right.
You want to move that guy and go on and be a part of the show, or you want to watch it on the bench? Not a lot of see how easy it is to lock those brakes up. These cars have a lot of brake under them. Trying to get some temperature in those tires, knock that glaze off of them.
I see raccoons and monkeys on that animal control car. New show coming on Fox. What anything to do with that?
I do not.
Okay, just checking. Well, Joey has a great podcast. He's very, very outspoken. His Stacking Pennies podcast is kind of a must-listen for NASCAR fans, and he's fast so far, 1398.
Look at his eyes. That's how sharp of a curve this is at this racetrack. Watch his eyes look almost clear out the left side window right there.
Whoa, big double handful of wheel there. And the second lap, 1391.
This is a kid that I'm really looking forward to watching this year. Lit it up in the Xfinity Series. Got a lot of personality, a lot of talent behind the wheel. If they can get him a good hot rod with this new opportunity, Really, I like what I
I
see
wish
out of
Noah would have
Dark
won
Race.
the Xfinity Championship
An
last year.
8-race winner in the Xfinity Series last year. He moves up the Cup with crew chief Luke Lambert. 13:89. That's the fastest lap so far.
Checker.
You'll be seeing them getting about 11 seconds at the most.
It's stuck.
Might see some get about 11.8, 11.9. I'd be thinking they might get
With
one more
car
second.
out there,
It's
you can
close.
hear when that tire.
You say it, you can hear it right there, just kind of squalling as it goes through the corner. You don't hear that. You don't even hear it in the car when you're out there racing with one another. But when it's out there by itself, sure can.
Todd Gilliland, third generation racer. His granddad, Butch, he was the king of the Winston West Series out here for many years. .1446 on lap 1. And he picks up to second fastest, 13:91.
Yeah,
Last year as a rookie for the Wood brothers, transferred into the main event in the second last chance qualifier race.
was struggling to find the speed in practice. Let's see if he can pick it up. Just because you're slow in practice, a good qualifying lap, man, it sure makes your night easier tomorrow.
Boy, those tires are crying.
Yes,
in the
they
middle of the corner,
are.
aren't they?
Everybody so far right in the center of the corner. We can barely hear that little chirp and chatter sound.
14:08. Dane Smith. Top of the chart, 13:71. Nice lap.
There's a 14:08 and a 13:71. Top of the board right now.
It looked better. It's definitely in the right direction. I see. Good adjustments.
Now, Ricky Stenhouse drove down into turn 1, and all he did there was scuff tires, not build speed. Let's see if it pays off for him. He made the main last year by finishing third in his heat. As a new crew chief this year, Mike Kellett. Showed a lot of aggression in practice, made a lot of passes, didn't show a lot of out-and-out speed. 13:92.
Car looks tight across the center. Having a little bit of trouble getting rotated where he can put the power down. A little bit better here.
13:76, second fastest.
Not quite enough.
That way, so it's really tight corners. It's unbelievable. I came here Thursday night just to see the place, and just so awesome. And there's a lot of fans here for practice and qualifying night, and just hats off to everybody on the Sunseeker Resort Chevrolet Legacy Motor Club team. It's been a busy off season with Jimmy Johnson coming on board, but just so thankful to be able to learn from a guy like that, learn from Eric Jones, a teammate. We went out kind of early, so we think the track's going to just keep getting better and better, but we're going to keep working our tails off. I'm having a lot of fun, and the year starts now, so let's go have some fun.
Car just didn't give him what he was looking for.
A.J. Allmendinger, who had an on-track skirmish with Chase Briscoe at the end of the first practice. It is a full moon Saturday night, after all. Now, he's going to be full-time in this car in the Cup Series this year. Last year, he raced into the main event in the first last chance race. Fifth fastest on lap 1. And tracking to be fastest overall here. If he gets a good launch off the corner, which he does. Top of the board, 13:62.
And the one thing we didn't hear in that run, like Clint mentioned, we did not hear those front tires chattering in the center of the corner. And his car, every session he went out, his car cut really good. He was a little bit loose in and loose off, so his car is a little bit looser. Brad Kay.
One way to warm him up.
Yeah. He's got the rear
forced it out of the pit area.
The 2012 Cup champion has struggled here at the Coliseum. Didn't make the main show last year, and his lap times weren't all that strong this afternoon.
Is that the noise we were talking about? I just don't see that car wanting to turn. It just seems like the front end is not pointing the car the way he needs it to.
And we saw him when he pulled out of the pits. He was frying the back tires. So he got the rear tires warm, but didn't get the front tires warm.
Great into turn 3. Mid-corner speed fell off a bit, and he is fifth. 13:86.
You nailed it, Mike. You definitely, you could see it tracking on the board. Maybe got a little bit too aggressive getting into turn 3 and cost him off of 4. We talked about that. Tony, you told me, you know, you got to be patient in this thing. You cannot overdrive the corner because you're going to pay the price up off. Vice versa, if you don't get in the corner hard enough, that means the car rotates too fast. You pick up the gas too soon and drive a push into it and have to lift at the wall.
Bubba Wallace might be a pick for the pole tonight as they qualify in inverse point standing order for the teams at the end of last season.
Second quick in practice.
1393.
I hope that was a throwaway lap. Looky, looky. Wow, he drove that thing out.
And paid the price off.
Sure did.
Third, 1374.
That was the first one that I saw that was truly a throwaway lap, like you said. I think he laid up on the first lap, make sure that he got off of 4 to complete that last lap the best, with the best momentum he could.
Jamie?
AJ Allmendinger got together with Chase Briscoe in practice, and you didn't sound very happy with your car, AJ. How has it been, though? How has it fluctuated through qualifying here?
It's been interesting, actually. The Action Industry Chevy was really good first practice. I was really excited about it, and made a change in the second run. Second practice wasn't as good, and then the third practice, I'm not sure if we made the tires mad from the second practice, but we were really struggling. Made some changes there. That'll get beat, but it's at least better. So yeah, it's been an interesting day, but we know when we get it right, it's really fast.
Micah McDowell on track. First lap for his Ford, 1389. Second lap is slower. So he is the first driver to not pick up speed on his second lap. There's why.
That could be why. But that's the great thing about these composite bodies is you can hit the wall like that and it's not going to deform the shape of the body to where it screws anything up.
Cuts a tire or anything else.
Right.
That was